is a couple of seconds late, just kind of trying to get emails out to management and all that fun stuff because we've got obviously weather moving in today, and I want to make sure that everybody knows what's going on with said weather. It's a first warning impact day, which thankfully is looking like it's more of a non-event for us in Central Florida the next couple of hours, though this afternoon we'll have to watch the radar closely. Let's just kind of see where we're at right now. It is a gray, cloudy sky over downtown Orlando looking off to the east. Not a bad start to the day for us at all. There are a few showers showing up on our live radar data. Here's a look, okay? And just to kind of give you an idea, you can see out west, that's the first round of rain that will be moving our direction. We'll look at that in depth in a moment. I just want to kind of show you where we're at in terms of showers now. Southern Volusia County through Scottsmore and Mims, northern Brevard County, a few showers. Quick little buggers, nothing too strong out there, but stuff that we're watching. Then we come out west, and let me go back to the wide perspective here. All right, and you can see those rains gradually moving in. What I'll do is I will stop this and I will switch over to our Tampa radar because the Tampa radar is going to give us a better view of what's coming, right? Okay, so first and foremost, nasty storms out in the Gulf of Mexico, right? Yeah. Looking to the south, what we see are these little ribbons of brighter reds, and it's those brighter red cells. Those are the ones that are the most interesting, we'll say. Now, the atmosphere in South Florida is and has always been more ripened for severe weather, and we'll get back to the radar in a moment. But the Storm Prediction Center has issued a tornado watch for South Florida in effect until 2 o'clock this afternoon, okay? All right, so let's get back over to the live radar, and that's our radar. Let me switch over to Tampa. And what I want to do is just kind of look in here and see, and you know, I can clearly see some little areas of rotation, particularly off of Florida's southwest coast and kind of coming in around the Nature Coast there, or excuse me, not the Nature Coast, the Sun Coast. So there's definitely some stronger storms in the area of the Gulf working in. For us, the atmosphere is much warmer than it was this time yesterday, which is another indicator, right, that something is different. So when we look to the forecast, here's the setup. Most of the instabilities in South Florida, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be watching just to make sure nothing tries to get any feistier for us. And then throughout the day, we'll have to kind of watch because as things clear, we could see that second round, okay? All right, so let's look at Futurecast, and then I'll show this to you, take you hour by hour, and then we can talk and take questions and all that fun stuff. I gotta find. So I've switched over to our rapid Futurecast model, which is it doesn't go out as far, but it updates every single hour. So every single hour, I'm getting brand new Futurecast model data. Okay. So here's 8 o'clock this morning. I'll bring it full screen. You don't need to see my head right now. Okay. 8, 9 o'clock, watching the rains continue in, right? 10 o'clock, heavy stuff in our western spots. 11 o'clock into the metro. But notice as it's moving through, it's weakening. It's thinning out. It's lightening up, okay? All right, so there's that. Then through time, we clear out. And this is the part that's interesting to me because as the skies go sunny, we're going to be in love and life. We're going to be doing our thing. But it's in that window there that the temperatures start to climb and our atmospheric dynamics destabilize. And we had talked about this a little bit on Coffee Talk yesterday about how, like, yeah, this morning stuff shouldn't be severe. If anything gets going this afternoon and evening, it could be on the stronger side. So let's get back to Futurecast and let's go in through time there, okay? 4 o'clock, there you could kind of see a couple cells creeping in from the Gulf. That right there, 5, 6, you see that? They're not, the coverage is much lower, but it's going to be those afternoon, evening cells, those little discrete cells. Those are the ones, to me, atmospherically, that have the better opportunity for severe weather. Now, that said, I can even double down on this by coming over and firing up the old SKU log P. What? All right, let's chat about that. Oh, I need to switch from the CFS model to the, we'll go to the HER, because the HER is high resolution. We'll do KMCO, Orlando International Airport. All right, so this is a product that we use in the Weather Center. You're not going to ever see this on TV. And right off the bat, I mean, I could just tell you, saturated air mass, stable air mass. Top left corner is the SKU log P diagram. So you're looking at winds turning with height, not a ton of wind upstairs until you get way, way, way up there. Pretty stable air mass. Green line is dew point, red line is temperature. So, there's a lot that goes into, of course, our forecasting. You just see our sunshine and beautiful stuff, and you don't really think much about it. And I could tell you, it's stable. We're still stable. This is 15Z. So to give you an idea, 15Z, it's 13Z right now. 14, 15. So that's 9, that's 10 a.m., still stable. There's 11 a.m., still stable. Let's go to 12. This is lunchtime. Yeah, super set. You see how that green line and the red line are super close together? That is a saturated atmosphere on that top left box there. Stability. We're not there, okay? Continuing into the afternoon, 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Starting to see some tweaks to it. 3 o'clock. Now we're starting to get there a little bit. 4 o'clock. Okay, now the atmosphere is getting there. 4 o'clock, the atmosphere is getting there. 5 o'clock. You see how it's not all together the entire time? You see that? You see how we've got quick turn and some decent winds just above our heads? You see how the green and the red are not directly on each other the entire way up. There's some instability. Now we're getting into some instability there, right? Now we're kind of starting to get a little goalpost. It's not perfect, it's not clear, but it's this afternoon's time frame that those dynamics are starting to get there. So you don't even have to understand exactly what you're looking at. If you want to take a deeper dive in learning this, you can Google, how do I read a SKEW, S-K-E-W, SKEW-T diagram, and that will give you go down that rabbit hole. But I'm just telling you, looking at it, this morning stuff is going to be showers, maybe a few thunder showers, but it's that afternoon time frame. If it were to try and fire up, that's when we could get the feisty stuff in there. Okay, so based on that, the 12-hour forecast, okay, clearly shows that yes, we've got the higher coverage of showers and thunder showers, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, but 5 p.m., you see that icon there at 5 p.m.? That is the time frame that I think if something wants to get stronger, it will, okay? So I'm going to pause now. It's an interesting setup. We don't always see setups like this. Now it's your turn. Hi, everybody. It's your turn to talk, okay? The weather's going to be feisty today like I am. I mean, it will be, I think, in South Florida this morning. Later on, it is what it is. Roberto says, why, Eric? But why? Look, I don't want to work late on my day either, but we got to do what we got to do. Joanne, good morning. Carol, good morning. Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry, Frank, to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that, buddy. I think the tornado watch in Palm Beach County will be extended until tonight then. So, Andy, the dynamics, I think, for them are this morning, and then we'll shift to us later on. So, no, I don't think that. Katie, I'm late to this feed. So sorry. Thoughts for the Pro Bowl. First off, Katie, you don't have to apologize. This isn't school. You don't need to apologize for being tardy to my class. I just may not give you what you need, but, you don't have to apologize. In this case, I'll take care of it because I actually haven't chatted about it. So Pro Bowl actually looks to be good. It's going to fall in that time frame where the clouds are moving on out. I do think 5, 6, 7 will have to watch for some storms, but I actually think that the Pro Bowl looks to be pretty good. And I love that. Guy says, looks like a washout of a day. It is absolutely not a washout of a day. let's go back to Futurecast. And again, I've got it in the rapid update mode. Okay. Lots of rain. Yeah, there's 10 a.m., lots of rain. 11 a.m., lots of rain. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, not a lot of rain. Definitely not a washout of a day. 3 o'clock, sunny skies. Oh my God, I'm doing this and I'm not even showing you the darn thing. Can I try this again? 9 o'clock. Oh God. It's called situational awareness, Burris. Okay, 9 o'clock, rain moving in. 10 o'clock, plenty of rain, gusty downpours. 11. But by 12 o'clock, it's clearing out and quieting down. And look at that. 2, 3 o'clock, beautifully sunny skies. I love this, right? Then 4, 5 o'clock, that's when we'll have to watch for some of those little pop-up storms later this afternoon. That's when it could get feisty. So it's not a washout of a day. Not a washout of a day. Not all comments are showing here, Eric. You can see them. We can't. Isn't that all that matters? It's just my world and you're living in it, right? I'm just kidding. What are you drinking there? Oh, it's a protein shake. Laura says, I've learned if you're watching on the Wesh Facebook page, comments do not appear. If you're watching on Eric's Facebook live feed, you do see. I would say most everybody is on my Facebook page. Not as many people are on X or on YouTube, but I still see your comments. So, at least there's that. Squires and Joy. I asked yesterday, Super Bowl weather birthday party. I got to get you through. My priority is this first. We've got an opportunity for some storms today. That's my priority. We're looking better into next weekend, but yeah, I'm not going to go way out when I've got stuff I need to talk about right now. All right, we'll get there. Let's get through today, and then we can look ahead to the Super Bowl. All right? My 2-year-old will argue that it's his world, and you're living in it. I get it. Totally get it. Totally get it. So, for today's plans, we just have to remember El Nino brings these storm systems during the winter months with a little extra zhuzh. And so because of that, we just have to plan for plenty of rain late morning to the early afternoon, and then a break, and then a couple of stronger storms possible around 5, 6, even, I say even 7 o'clock, but like 5, 6, 7, something like that. Yeah. Something in that time frame. All right. Questions about things. We do not have a sister station in New York, but I mean, Janice Huff and the WNBC weather team are second to none. So I would absolutely say that. Lee Goldberg and the AccuWeather forecast team over at ABC are great up there too. So yeah. And honestly, I applied for a job and interviewed and was offered the job at WCBS 100 years ago. And so Lonnie's a good dude too. What can I say? All right. So any questions? Oh, Laura's asking about tomorrow. Yeah, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that at all. So let's go to the longer range Futurecast. This one doesn't run every hour, but at least it lets us kind of look ahead. So let's get to Monday morning, okay? There's 6 a.m., cloudy skies, 8, 9, 10. We're looking good, right? Lunchtime's fine. Into the afternoon, though, and remember, it's going to be cool. Like, temperature's going to be in the 60s tomorrow. There are going to be a few showers. Now, different model scenarios are showing different plots, but it looks like tomorrow's going to be more of an afternoon shower kind of derived situation. But it really is an interesting weather setup. So there's our storm system as it crosses our area today, moves away. Tonight's going to be fine, but that area of low pressure kind of hangs out and starts to deepen and just kind of hang out around Florida. And as it does so, that's where we could see those showers come tomorrow afternoon. All right, so it's not, we're not going to be talking about strong stuff tomorrow. But yeah, there's that. All right. You're looking especially sharp. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it so much. Nancy, my pleasure. My pleasure. Am I getting Manolfi? What did you say? Am I getting Manolfi tomorrow evening? I mean, there'll be some showers. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. No rain when we start our 4,000-mile trip. Very fun, Chris. Drive safe, buddy. Joe, I'm driving to Winter Haven today, then back to Orlando. What times are best to avoid the strongest storms? I would say leave as soon as the morning round of rain ends for you. So, somewhere around lunchtime, then go do your thing. And then, you'll be back around dinner time. Here's the interesting thing, too, is that the afternoon round of storms is not set in stone. Some models show it, some models don't. So if it happens, that's when we'll get that stronger opportunity for storms. But it's not a promise that happens, Janice, nice tie. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's not much Super Bowl. It's my 3-year-old's birthday. I was trying to plan for the weekend a little bit. Yeah, I get it. I'm a parent. I get it. My focus is kind of 100% into today's forecast just because there's a lot going on. But you can see temperatures are warming into the weekend and there's partly cloudy skies. I'll real quick eyeball the setup into next Sunday, but I got to put my time where I can. So Sunday morning into the afternoon. So looks like it's going to be a mild setup, maybe some showers moving in late in the day or overnight into Monday. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice and mild Sunday forecast. So that's kind of our Super Bowl at a glance. All right. All right. What are conditions looking like around the 20th? I haven't put much time and thought into it because of today's kind of evolving setup, but we can real quick eyeball it. 17th, 18th, 19th. So the GFS is kind of trying to show a little something out there in the Gulf. If we pop up the CFS, which the CFS will go, so if I do that, CFS, that's the 14th, 15th. Can you even see? Let me just, okay, so you can't see. All right, so that's the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. So watching a storm system kind of firing up over Texas. Look at that, even some winter precipitation there around the 19th. Moving across the Gulf. Yeah, there it is. Around the 20th. So yes, the CFS is still showing it. It's definitely in our long-range forecast. And speaking of long-range forecast, every night, I always like to keep you all hanging because I want you to see, our long-range forecast when we put it out on March the 1st. But I do want to take a couple of seconds here. Let me pop up our weather computer and let me pop up. I want to talk about yesterday in New Orleans. This storm system that's moving our direction now, when it was in New Orleans yesterday, what a storm system it was there. I mean, there was flooding, there was gusty winds. Let me switch over to local storm reports for 24 hours. There was flooding, there was high winds. I could tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, this part of the weather pattern that's playing out right now is going to be a big thing to watch for our New Orleanian friends. All right, and I'm not like giving away the long-range forecast or anything. I'm just, I'm going to call it like it is. You see all those storm reports? This part of the weather pattern got very feisty. You can see the area of low pressure, actually, interestingly enough. You can see the area of low pressure pulling out of Louisiana right here. You see that right there? That little piece of energy right in there. I'm telling you right now, that's going to be the part of the weather pattern that our friends in Louisiana are going to have to watch. So while I'm not sitting here drawing out hot spots, I am sitting here telling you, without telling you, ... fill in the blanks. All right? Should people attending MegaCon today bring an umbrella or a poncho? I mean, I don't know what time you're leaving. I don't know what time you're getting there. I would just say there's going to be some rain. And I would also say it's not going to be a washout of a day. 9 a.m. to about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then into dinner time, some rain. All right? Laura, I'm sorry to see that. All right. When I'm finding out that you're ruining my August vacation. Listen, I already ruined Kellyanne when we chatted about some long-range plans. So, I'm just in the mood to ruin people's stuff, I guess. Sorry about that. Yeah, boy, the rain going in. Catherine's talking about the rain moving into Los Angeles. The rains moving in that direction are just wicked. There's some big rain moving into California. That Pineapple Express is really going to be something. All right, so we got about 4 minutes until the Today Show cut-in. Anybody have questions? I want to make sure you have time. Questions, comments, concerns. We've got those showers and those thunder showers around today. But again, there's going to be two distinct opportunities for inclement weather. The morning is going to have the higher coverage. The afternoon round will have a much lower coverage, but a higher intensity. Only when you actually control the weather. If only I would. If only I would control the weather. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's not ruining. It's not ruining it. It's just it's really messing around. A lot of rough weather moving out that way. I have a question. When are we going flying with Alisi? His plane is in for annual right now, which it means they've basically taken it apart, putting it back together, make sure it's safe. So yeah. After that, yeah, you ruined mine with freezing cold weather in North Florida 2 weeks ago. Sorry. When you comment on a post, tell us what the post said because we probably didn't see it. Okay, that I can do. All right. Can you show today's Futurecast once more? Debbie's asking. Yes, once more. Once more, we play our dangerous game. Name that line, name that actor, name that movie. Let's see. All right. Here's Futurecast. All right. So 8, 9, 10. So we'll back it up. 9 o'clock, the shower's starting to move into our area. 10 o'clock, it's moving in. Notice, though, as 11, 12 wears on, the intensity comes down, the rain coverage drops off, and then into 2, 3, 4 o'clock, it's beautiful. But right there, those little sneaky buggers there, those little sidewinders, 5, 6 o'clock, those moving through, those are going to be the ones that we'll have to keep our eyes on. Sneaky little buggers. Yep. Sean Connery is correct. Chris said it. Jeannie said it. Karen said Bond. It's not Bond. No, Claire got it right. Sean Connery, Hunt for Red October. Very good. You win the prize, which is nothing. A hug. A virtual hug. I can give a lot of those away for free because I'm not actually doing it. All right. Listen. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Today, clouds, showers, thunder showers. I'll be here as is needed. Tomorrow, clouds, showers, cooler. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, it looks much better. Here's the 7-day forecast. We got 1:47, so you got a couple of seconds more. All right? Yep. Gisela says, like I said earlier, I'm sure New York stations are good, but we've got the best meteorologist around. Thank you, love. Thank you, thank you. All right, be good, y'all. Take care. See you on TV in a minute, 27 seconds. Bye.